Welcome back to Purple. I'm Big Will.
And I'm your co-host, Mac. That
I
was a
didn't say
weak
it.
ass intro. We're gonna have to make an intro.
No, that's not the intro. That's the. This is the. What the heck do you call it? This is that point between So because we're gonna go back and anyway, we digress. That ain't for y'all to hear. Anyway, y'all, welcome back. Episode 2, season 2. Um, Firstly, we're excited to be back again. We were listening to some other people. We even have a collab coming up with the Veritable Veteran podcast, and he's excited to work with us. Our podcasts kind of run the same, and so we're interested to see how that's going to go, and we're pumped for that, for you guys to hear that. Mac, what you got going on? How you been?
Oh man, I'm doing good. I am pumped for this collab. I feel so official.
Right?
we,
Like we
we
have a
collab.
legit collaboration coming on. Like I feel like a big adult to say, "Oh, we're doing a collaboration with, you know, blah 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 blah." It's
No,
kind of
I get
crazy,
you. I
right?
agree.
It's kind of
Um,
crazy.
but if you haven't checked out his page, we will have information on ours.
Yep, we will
He
have
has
it
some really
cross
good videos.
posted.
What was crazy was I actually came across one of his reels or posts, and I sent it to Will, and he's like letting me know that he was talking to this guy and setting this all up. And so it was actually really cool how
Yeah, he
that
was
even
like,
worked out.
Mac was like, "Hey, dude, look at this." He's like, "Look at this." And I was sitting there and I was like, "Mac, that's the guy we're recording with." He was like, "Oh." It just kind of, it just kind of happened, kind of organically. So I think it kind of worked out perfect. I'm trying to make sure our Twitch is running. It says it's running and up, but it says we're playing Ready or Not, and I don't think this is Ready or Not.
Yeah, we're definitely not playing it right now. I mean, we do play
And
it or
so
not, but we ain't playing it right now.
we ain't
But
playing it right
anyway,
now.
we're about to go on a
So
whole tangent. We just
we
started.
are. So look, we just started. No tangents, no tangents. I'm just trying to make sure everything's running the right way. Um, Today we are talking about a topic we did glass over in season 1, and that was the support system, support channel, support chain, whatever you want to call it. Everybody calls their support system something different.
Yeah, that could be your team, your family, friends, group. Some cases, I don't know, gang. Depends where you are in life. I don't know.
Yeah, this is true. It really does depend on where you are in life. And I think sometimes people kind of don't think and they don't empower their support channel, right? Because a lot of people don't even tell their support channel that they're part of it, right? Some people choose not to say stuff like that and not tell their support channel, but not me. I am all about telling people who support me that they support me and that I'm thankful for them supporting me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I'm one of the people who don't tell people that they're part of my support system. Not until way later on. Like, it's crazy. I have an example for this. I will ask you for a ride. Like, let's say I don't want to be by myself for an appointment or something. I'd be like, hey, can I get a ride? Can you give me a ride? But really, I don't need a ride. I just want somebody to give me some company. I don't want to go to this appointment by myself.
I get that. Look, I'm that way because look, I don't. If there's anything I don't like, I hate going to the grocery store or Lowe's by myself because I'm not a people person, right? Yeah, I carry a gun. I just don't fuck with people like that. And so, I literally just texted my neighbors and was like, "Hey, anybody want to go to Lowe's with me? Because I need to go get I need a better weed whacker. I think I'm gonna go get a gas powered weed whacker." And I'm like, "Anybody want to go to Lowe's with me? Not that I need them to go to Lowe's with me. I just don't want to go by myself."
Yeah, it gives you a little level of comfort having
Yeah,
somebody you know there because kind of ties back to the military. Wherever you
yeah,
went, there
yeah.
was
Battle buddy.
somebody. Like it didn't matter if you were out on town, they were never more than a phone call away. Like even when I met my wife, it was actually really crazy. Me and the girl that I was at the club with, we parted ways, but I ended up running into people from my unit, so I didn't care.
Yeah. Oh, bye, Felicia.
Exactly. It was like shit. I'm going to hang out with the boys.
With the
I
boys.
wanted to get rid of her anyway. At that point, I was like, they have more fun.
He said I wanted to get rid of her anyway. But look at me cut this off my reflection on the glasses makes me look shiny. I swear to God, I ain't got no baby oil on. I just look shiny.
But
There we go. Let me darken up.
definitely, speaking of support
So,
system. Oh, go ahead. My
okay,
bad.
what you got? So, do you? So, literally, we kind of answered my first question was having your support system channel, whatever we're gonna call it, support channel, support system. Does having your support system make you more comfortable? And we literally already answered that question. Just sitting here on a tangent, we answered that question. Yes,
Hmm.
having that support system makes you more comfortable. Do you think because I think people forget as we're leaving the military, we have a support system and we have to make a new one, right? Because the moment you leave the military, yes, all your friends have your back, right? All your battle buddies, all your, me and you, right? We left the army different times, but we had each other's back the whole time. But at the same time, I felt like we had to make a new support system because essentially the one we've had for the last X amount of years in the military, yeah, I still got everybody, I still talk to everybody, but it's a different kind of support.
It's like a distant support. It's like a distant relationship.
Long distance relationship. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
like a
go.
long distance relationship. That's what it's like when you get out. You go from that being close,
That
we there
lovey-dovey
every
high
day,
school
yeah,
bullshit.
to yeah, we in a long distance relationship.
Yeah, that's my girl, but she way over there. You see, but that's my girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so that was kind of look. You answered my perfect questions back to back. So what you got? I got a couple more questions for as we get into the full topic of it. So actually, let's identify some of the things in our support system. So right, I immediately number one, my wife, my kids, my boy Mac, my boy Tony, my boy Tim. That's just like the closer one, right? But we go like further into it. I've got my dad. You're probably wondering why my dad's not in the same group. Different, he's long distance for real, so it's kind of really different. like, it's I will even throw in the people I go to the gun range with, right? Because it's all about the type of support that you need, right? Not everybody needs the same support. So because my support system is the people at the gun range, Mac might not,
Mine's
get
opposite.
the
Well, not
right.
not
Yeah, you might not.
not opposite, but my car club is like my support system.
Yep. Right, and it's,
So
it's stuff like that. And I think the first thing we have to realize as veterans is nobody is more better. No one is more professional than I. No, I'm joking. You got to remember, everybody's different, and not everybody needs the same things when it comes to healing or moving forward or just having that support. And like prime example, if we look at me and Mac's wife, right? They both support us unrestrictedly, or there's another word for there, but their
unconditional.
support is unconditional. There it goes. But their support is completely different kind of support, right? That's like right? They're both the wives, they're in the same role, but support is different because they understand that their husbands need different support. They're not going to go, oh
Exactly.
well, I tried this on Mac and it worked, and Monica's not going to go, I tried this on Tavor. They might actually do that
It's
shit.
trial and error,
Right,
but
but yeah, exactly. But it's not everything works for everybody, and I think people forget that a lot.
which actually that's a valid point where you're saying swap ideas, like build a support system for your support system. So like
Yeah, build support for your support.
um, our wives are their own support system for each other to support us.
Yeah, you ain't
so
wrong there.
so yeah, they might swap ideas or they might vent to each other, but those are still safe places. Like whatever his wife tells my wife doesn't leave my wife, and vice versa.
Yeah,
But
pretty
it
much.
gives you that outlet to help deal with our complicated asses.
Speak for yourself.
Right? Oh shit, I'm a complicated asshole. I know that.
I am a delicate little snowflake, so you watch your mouth.
Ooh, ooh, sound like a fucking asshole.
Ah, well, you are what you eat. I'm joking. I don't eat ass. I'm joking. Let me cut that up right now. I'm joking. It's a joke.
It's
It's a joke.
recorded.
It's a joke.
It's recorded.
It's a
No.
joke. Anyway, so so one of the other things that I had was, do you thank the people for being there? Right, in your support system, do you thank them? Do you take the time to sit there and go, hey, I am thankful for
Not as
whatever.
often as I should. I'll be
I was gonna
honest,
say that.
100% honest.
I was gonna say
I
that.
don't. It's not as often as I should. I do, but I definitely could do it more often.
Yeah, and I think
Uh,
it's funny because I think we talked about this in the first season, right? And I feel like the more that life kind of just decides to bend me over and take me home for dinner without dinner, I feel like I'm becoming more and more thankful for my wife. Right, and me and Monica have been married 9 years this year in November, right? 9 years, and I feel like sometimes I forget like how supportive my wife really is, right? And so without going into too much detail, I was ready to quit my job this last month, right? And then I've been in the post office 3 years, and I was ready to say, twist, pull, pin, pop, smoke, go on about my business, right? But my wife kind of, she put it in perspective of you've dealt with worse, right? You literally dealt with worse people, worse leadership, and more BS. She kind of like it was that unyielding support, right? She gave it full strength, and it kind of drove it home that I'm not gonna let this job get to me, right? I'm not gonna let this job make me who I am, but I am gonna listen to my wife and rely on my wife. And I think she was kind of taken aback, right? Because literally last 2 months, that was me contemplating quitting the job and everything. It's been like every 10 seconds, thank you, I love you, thank you. And I think she probably like if this motherfucker says thank you one more time, I swear to God. But that's the kind of world that we're in, where you don't you go so long without saying thank you, and then all of a sudden when you finally get into that spin again of having you're ready to say thank you and all that, people are kind of shocked by why are you saying thank you so much, or why are you doing this so much, or why are you doing that so much, and you're like, yo, I am literally just trying to let you know how thankful I am for you.
I get that. I get that. Because I definitely don't do it enough.
Yeah. So, since you said that, look, but okay, I will point this out. There are ways to say thank you without saying thank you, right? And so we may not do it verbally all the time, but there's a lot of shit that we do for our wives that, or not just our wives, but the support system that just kind of it's a thank you in our mind because we're used to XYZ kind of thanks rather than like, hey, actual, yeah, we hear the thank you for your service, but like then we kind of see it. So like we're in Afghanistan where people were sending us all kind of goodie bags, gift bags, stuff like that. Right now, that was a different level of thank you. Right, sure, the
Oh,
note
that
said thank you
was.
for your service, but that was really, hey, bro, we know you in Afghanistan, and we know you ain't got no porn. I snuck a porn DVD into this box of cookies. Do what you got to do, and you'd be like, my guy, like,
Like, you really thinking about me? Like, what life is here?
hmm
No, the little goodie bags and the care packages and stuff. They made a difference.
They really did. Yeah, they really did. I
Like,
remember when I ordered. I got the whole platoon. I remember the entire platoon got stuff. Remember that one I ordered?
yeah, I remember one of them came with these fucking beanie babies. I still have the beanie
Yep, I
baby.
still have my Beanie Baby
I
too.
don't know why. A grown man
It's
with a
funny.
fucking
I nope
beanie
nope.
baby.
I like because remember I got everybody like everybody's platoon got a Beanie Baby, right? I
Hmm.
made sure that with the person it was the Operation something a little like I have the sticker somewhere in here. They sent us all a Beanie Baby in Afghanistan, right? And I don't know
Hmm.
why, but it was just kind of it was that warm and fuzzy feeling. Dude, I still have my Beanie Baby, right? And I was like, you know what? It's a memory. That is a achievement in my mind that someone sent us all Beanie Babies in Afghanistan.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess it was just a brief pause in the middle of all the chaos and shit, and then
Oh
I
yeah,
turned it into like a good luck charm. I was afraid to lose it or get rid of it.
got you your lucky charms. Your lucky charm. Hey, look, that's part of your support system. Because remember, your support system doesn't always have to be a person. It can be objects, items. Like I hate to bring this up, your car, right? Your guns, your
Whatever you make it.
right? It's not just people, right? So you can't really thank a car, but you can get us some new tires. Get it a new goddamn nitrous oxide booster or something. I don't know.
No, I get you. Like, you gotta find solace in your comfort zones, even if you have to customize them and build them. Whether that's some guys, they put their kid on, they go to the range. They're like, oh, you don't need a kid. There's nothing going on. You're not a cop or you're not selling service.
Yeah.
It's my comfort zone.
Yeah, like for
Like
real. Like if I go to like, so
they
I have body
slap
armor,
shit.
right? If I'm in the mood and I throw my body armor on, I go to the range in a heartbeat. And they'd be like, "Why you got on body armor?" I'd be like, "Because this is my safety blanket. Fuck off."
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. You eat, sleep, shit, fucking, what else? You do everything in your kit.
Yeah, gross when you really think about it.
And I won't
So,
lie, shoot, mine saved me. That fucking rollover.
oh
Bro,
yeah,
if I didn't have my kit on, I'm pretty sure that steering wheel would have crushed my chest.
that's because you don't do enough push-ups. Um, so what are some? Oh, here we go. What are you most grateful for with your support system?
You have to be a little bit more.
Just pick something, right? So I hear for my answer, right? Tavares, what are you most grateful for with your support system? I'm thankful for my wife, right? She's the number one supporter right now for anything and everything that I do. Of the business ventures I've had, or that I have, slash or had, my wife has always been the relentless supporter, right? And like when I'm ready to give up on something, she's like, no. Or when I'm like, ah, babe, it's not working out, let's do something else. She's like, no, right? And that to me is one of the best traits that I found. I think that I have in a wife is that she's never gonna stop supporting me. Like, and she's just shown it time and time again. We've been together since 2012, so we legitimately have been supporting each other forever. And I think that's probably what I'm most grateful for is that woman right there.
Well, hell yeah. Shit. I really don't want to follow that up. God damn it.
She said, "Look, we should have answered first. You should have answered first, bro. See, look, that is your own fault for not
He out here
answering."
cheating. He got these answers already thought up. I'm just playing.
I really don't. Look, it's just
No.
a bunch of questions that I wrote up like 10 seconds ago because we kept changing the date we were going to record and post. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
life. Shoot, life
it
keeps us
really
away.
is.
But um,
So, what are you most grateful for? Or who? Fine, we'll turn yours into a who.
what? Honestly, I'm gonna go general here because I know not everybody has it.
I got you.
I'm glad just to have a support system in general. I'm glad to have someone, just even one, even if it's just my wife, or just my immediate family, mother, brother, sister, whoever. I'm glad that I have somebody. Because if I, or even just friends, like I'm not leaving anybody off the list. It's just I'm glad that I have a support system. I'm glad I was able to build one before I actually needed it. And now that I need it, I'm glad that it's here. So even if you're in a good place, still find those people that you could count on their support later. Because you never know when you might need it.
I like that.
And I didn't even know it at the time. And I'm so glad to have the support system I do between my friends, like the one I'm doing the podcast with, car
Aw.
club, wife, family, even some strangers. Like sometimes those strangers can really make a difference. So yeah, that
Yeah.
support
You
system, bro.
know, it's funny. What you just hit on right there, right? Sometimes the strangers they are immediately a part of your support system. And so funny story. So one of my good friends, she doesn't know she's like my best friend, Christina, right? Right, she's on the podcast. We did the 90s rap with Christina. So when I first met Christina, right, I was trying to buy a house, right? And that was when we found out we couldn't buy a house yet because we had to pay off my wife's student loans that we forgot about. Anyway, paid them off. And like Christina was I was like, oh, I'm getting ready to get out the army. I don't know what I want to do. She was like, why don't you try real estate? And I was like, why not? Sure, let's do it. Went to real estate school. She let me join her team, and my first two deals were on her team, and it was just that, like, even till this day, right? I was probably one of the most shitty realtors out there. I sold two houses, or three houses if you count my own. Right, I sold three houses, but she never stops supporting you, right? You know, oh Tavares, here's what we got to do. Here's what I want you to try, or you know, this X Y Z, and it's that level of unconditional support that even till this day, right? When I was ready to quit my job a couple weeks ago, she messages me and she's like, just go full time photography. Your photos are great, right? You know, and I'm like, don't be gassing me up. Don't be gassing me up and make me quit my job and then my photos be ass. But no, like it's that level of unconditional support that has always, always, always driven me to go forward. And I'm very thankful for, you know, I'm going to add Christina to that list. Christina, I'm putting you next to Monica. Appreciate you.
But yeah, so you see, like you never know the impact you can have on somebody.
Facts.
And definitely with that support system, it's a whole nother level of understanding that is needed, and that's why we're even taking this time now to appreciate it.
So I do have a follow up for you. We might have touched this already, but just want to kind of highlight it. Do you think you would have made it this far without your support system?
No, definitely not.
Agreed.
Or I wouldn't be in a good place, or I would be in a way worse situation or place than I am now.
Yeah, I can see that. Not just you know your part, but I mean I agree. Right? Without my support system, I'd be fucking shit. Who knows, dude? Who knows what I'd be doing?
I've been robbed a bank or something.
Like I'd be in jail, right? You know why? Because it's in my family that men go to jail, except for me. Knock on wood. You know, it's, it's you know, like it's one of those things where it was essentially yeah, right. I mean, knock on wood again. But no, like it's stuff like that that you just kind of you know like you said we're taking the time now to appreciate our support system, but for you know for a little while in our lives, of course we were on you know we weren't it's not that we were ungrateful, we just weren't showing how thankful we were, right? Like my wife used to send me care packages every other day while we were in Afghanistan. I don't know why, but she did, and they just warmed my heart. It would be like random shit. It'd be like, I saw this candy, was thinking of you. Boom, candy. Or I saw this and was thinking of you. Boom. And you're like, oh shit, appreciate you, right?
I
And
appreciate
look,
you too, because he shared.
yeah, I did share, right? Then I'm gonna shout out my boy Jeff Bezos, right? If y'all didn't know, we was getting Amazon in Afghanistan. Okay, Jeff Bezos delivers. I just want to point that out. Like, I see why Buddy's a billionaire, right? Like literally, you could order it on Amazon and it would be there 2 days later. Like you're in the U.S. Like legitimately 2 days later, you had whatever you ordered. We were ordering mag pouches. We were ordering patches. Like it just.
Bunch
Thank
of
you,
random
Jeff
shit.
Bezos. Shout out my boy Jeff.
Oh shit.
So if you're
Can we get an Amazon
y'all, we
endorsement
are
now?
live on Twitch right now. Shout out Impoverish, what's up? Thanks for thanks for the like and the follow. We appreciate you. We are. What have I said? I lost my whole train of thought.
I can see it. You can see the whole train leave the station on your face.
Little wee.
If you guys don't
We
see the video,
are.
you guys gotta watch
Yeah,
it.
like, so we're gonna we have to get better at it, right? So season one we were kind of bad at uploading our videos to YouTube. We're gonna get better uploading our videos to YouTube this season. So I really have to go back upload episode one and this episode. We had a bunch of clips for the first episode that we never posted.
That was me.
He said that was me. So I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
put
take
it.
half that away from Max so I can get in there or post some of the videos too. Not that we're going on a tangent or anything. I just wanted to bring that up while we were kind of off in the open. So you said something that I really liked that you said. You said build support for your support system. Now, each individual has their own support system, right? But what he was really talking about is that true support for your support system, right? So like we talked about it in one of the old episodes. I think it was the Valentine's Day episode. And we talked about how we were all worried that our wives wouldn't like each other as they were first meeting, right? And it was kind of like it was something you pay attention to, right? You're like, oh shit, man, can't be friends with Mac. Monica don't like regime, right? Stuff like that, right? Like, think about stuff like that because it's all about. So in the military, your support system is really about, okay, hey, I'm deploying. Who's going to have my wife's back while I'm gone, right? Especially if you're in a state nowhere with no family nearby, and stuff like that. You build that support system because you want your wife or your husband or whatever you're sticking dick into. You want them to have that system to fall back on. One of the best examples I have is when we were, I wouldn't call it deployed, when we were sent to, it was Operation Dragoon Crossing. We drove a 300 vehicle convoy from Germany all the way to Hungary. Actually, sorry, Romania. It's quite a distance. If you don't know, look it up on the map. It's fucking obnoxious. We drove, we drove a 300 vehicle convoy across multiple countries to cross a bridge. Literally, that's legitimately how. Google it. It culminated in a giant live fire, which was really cool. But during that, that was like I was new to the army at the time. The FRG, right? So this is Monica's first time in Europe. The FRG, like, we're new to the army, so she's like, "What the hell is an FRG?" Right? If you know what the FRG is, the Family Readiness Group. It's usually ran by the commander and the first sergeant's wife, and they do stuff. They do events for the kids. God forbid there's a death and stuff like that. They're the support system for your family while you're gone. One of the Captain Fitzpatrick, well, he's a major now. His wife used to put together like tea parties and like it was just stuff to keep the wives and the kids distracted, right? Like while we were gone, and like I still think about that, right? That was 2015, right? I still think about that because it was just a level of, there we were. I was, my wife had literally been in country for 5 days before we left for that. And I kind of I didn't leave her high and dry, but it was, hey babe, here's a credit card, here's a debit card, here's a bank account, here's what the PX is, here's all this, bye. And they kind of immediately swooped in and was like, hey, we know Tavares is gone, we know you just got in country, let's get your furniture ordered, let's get this done and taken care of, and all that stuff. And it's like, that right there showed me that you have to have a support system. And sometimes, like we talked about, there's already a support system in place, and sometimes people can just roll into that support system without having to go and rebuild all those relationships. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, 100%. So she gets old into the FRG, but that's what it's there for.
Mm-hmm.
So then she's not calling you, distracting you, oh, it's uncomfortable, I don't know anybody, I need help.
Exactly. I broke down and I'm in the middle of Germany, I don't know what I'm doing. I can be like, all right, cool, go ahead, call this person. And they'll take care of you immediately.
Yeah, at the end of the day, there's somebody called even as low as CQ.
Literally, right? And lo and behold, CQ, hey, my wife is stuck, I'm in Hungary, can you go help her out? And even CQ will be like, yeah, bro, I got you.
Exactly.
And
it's not necessarily their duty or their job, but they'll still do it. So
I will pose this question, right? Because we want to make some shorter episodes so that way we can keep y'all attention span focused. I posed this question to everybody who listens to the podcast. I'll actually post it as a question on Spotify that you can answer. We can see your answers. What are some of the things that you think make the best support system? Like, is it someone always cooks you food, or is it someone always calls you when you make a sad Facebook post, right? Whatever it may be, what is something that you think identifies someone as being part of your support system?
Or something, an animal.
Or something.
Don't forget pets. I'm a firm believer in a comfort animal, or what do they call them?
Service pet. Oh, therapy dogs.
Yeah, I got one. That little brown one. I can't be sad, mad around her. She's just too energetic and happy.
Support. There we go. I gotta put that part on there. So, folks, as we come to an end of this episode, right? We appreciate y'all. As always, like, subscribe, and follow on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. Give us 5 stars, fuckers.
Just
or
say
not,
social
you don't
media
have to.
outlets.
social media outlets, right? We will get together the link tree. We keep meaning to get the link tree together, and we keep forgetting, right? There's a lot of stuff we keep forgetting, y'all. But don't worry, we'll get back to it.
Hey, the
Um,
podcast is our free time.
This is true, and it's barely any free time. Uh, um, one of the things I did want to talk about was we're getting together in Vegas here in a couple weeks.
Oh
That's
yeah, we are.
coming quick. Yeah, the
Damn,
18th. In 15 days, I'll
I
be in
keep forgetting
Vegas.
it's August already.
Dude, tell me about it.
Oh
We're getting
shit.
together in Vegas. Our wives are going to a Blackpink concert. We're going to record an episode while we're there because we didn't do it last
Yeah,
time. So, like,
that'd
I
be
want
like
to, even if it's a handheld from the phone episode, right? We can sit there and talk
live.
as we walk down the strip live. Ooh,
We'll just do
right? Or
live.
we're walking down the strip. We'll both be in our headphones, and I'll have my demons with me, of course. Um, but I think that'll be perfect, right? That's my first. This will be my first weekend in Vegas, so interested to see how that's gonna go.
Ooh, you know what? We got the episode. We just planned it out right now. Purple strip interactions. Let's do
Ooh,
like the
yeah,
interviews, like everybody else did.
yeah.
We're gonna figure out to
Everybody
do an
else.
episode with the
We need
people right now.
Yellowstone shirts, right? We need Yellowstone shirts. They're not Yellowstone. We need purple shirts. Like, hey, I got a question for you. Why
Yeah.
are you in Vegas? Or do you support or do you believe in our or do you believe in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
I don't know. But we will figure that out. More details, but we will have that episode coming up after the. Oh, this should be after the collab. Then it should
Yeah,
be.
actually, yeah, it will be after the collab,
Oh, so we got two
right?
specials coming up now.
Specials.
There we go. All right, people. Enjoy the rest of your day, your night, or
I
wherever
don't know
you
if you can hear
are.
it clapping right now. You're gonna have to say that again. I played the clap, and it's definitely clapping throughout. So
Nope, I
no,
did
you
not
don't
hear
hear it.
that.
Oh, you'll hear it when you go back in to listen. You'll be like, God damn it, Tavares. But look, y'all, like Mac said, we appreciate y'all for listening. Mac is running the next episode because I'm sick of always talking.
Hey, this is our dynamic. It's already established. Don't start trying to change it up.
I'm changing it. It's season 2.
No, you can't do
We
it.
do it. We do appreciate
Can't
you
change it like
all.
my name.
I started a new job on the 20th. It's not a new. It's a new postal job. I started a new postal job on the 28th. So our
My
content will
boy
still
got a
be coming.
promotion.
I did get a promotion. I took a level 18 postmaster job. Um, we'll have more content coming as I'm learning a new job. So it'll give me something else to bitch about. But other than that, y'all, once again, I'm Big Will. Thank you for listening.
And I'm Mac. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye, good
And
people.
remember, wrap it before you tap it, lick it before you stick it.